So let's take a look around the super Somers Wood Caravan Park. So after leaving home and collecting the dogs from the groomers, we took a steady drive along the A14 and the M6. We are going at 3 times the speed here, so don't think we are speeding. And we came off just before the junction with the M42. Now this takes you down what becomes the A446, which runs parallel to the M42 just by the NEC on the edge of Somers Wood. Now this stretch of road is currently full of roadworks. It's got a limit of 50 miles per hour, and this is where HS2 is blasting through the countryside and into the suburbs of Birmingham. Quite a lot of work going on here for what seems to be little happening around it, but clearly this is a big change to the road network and what will be the new rail network. So just take it steady down this stretch of road. As I say, the speed limits are there and there are some average speed cameras around. But eventually this brings you down to the roundabout with the A45, of which you're going to go straight under at the Little Packington roundabout and across towards Henley and Arden. For those that want it, there is a little Toby Carvery on the roundabout there, which is just a 2 or 3 minute drive from the campsite. So again, take it steady down this stretch as you're coming down towards Balsall Common. Again, roadworks all linked to HS2 coming through. You do have to move over. I did have a car trying to sneak round me here on the left look, was getting a little impatient. Had to take my time because this car didn't want to come over very quickly. Then at this next roundabout you just take a left and this takes you towards Meriden, which is the village itself, and on the left here is the Stonebridge Golf Club. That Audi's really desperate to get by. Gate. Am I right that there was a place to pull up?
Yeah, it told you, didn't it? New arrivals, please park here.
What that? She said you've got a really nice pitch, that spot. It's on the end.
Drive is in.
Yeah. Okay. So I think we're going straight down, aren't we? Past the toilet block.
Oh, you just carry on.
Pitch
Straight down.
35, yeah.
It's a one way.
And this is the little dog walk out onto the public footpath at the side of the campsite. Just takes you through this little gate. Well, good morning, and we are at Somers Wood for the May bank holiday weekend. We wanted to go somewhere local and just have a fairly easy weekend this time. Maybe a little walk into the village and around the quarries, maybe visit the restaurant in the golf club next door. So for those that don't know the site, it's in the West Midlands. It's not far from the NEC, on the edge of a little village called Meriden, which is pretty much in the middle of England. And it's next to Stoneridge Golf Club. You can use their facilities there. They've got a little mini golf, adventure golf you can use, as well as their restaurant facilities. So we plan to do not a lot really this weekend. Maybe go and find a pub in the village and have a drink and maybe something to eat. As I say, a little walk around the quarries that are nearby. Take it easy really. That's what these bank holidays are for. And to explore this new site, as this is one we've not been able to get into before. So if you come out of the dog walk and turn right onto this old lane, it takes you back to the main road. And that's where the main entrance to the campsite and the golf club is. Now, just in the distance there, where that DPD van is, at that T junction, if you just turn left, that takes you back down into Meriden, the village itself. If you turn right, it's back towards the motorways and Balsall Common, towards the NEC, that side. So I can see why it's a great location for people visiting events at the NEC and why it's always full. But loving this woodland location, really, really nice. As you can see through the woods there, that's the main entrance in the distance. What a great location in the middle of England. And there we go. Stonebridge Golf Club. We might have to go and find the 19th hole later on. So this is the entrance into Somers Wood. This is the reception area. New arrivals just pull in on the right here. And then that takes you up into the site. So this is the motorhome service point, and the washing up and toilet blocks are in the middle. And then this is your chemical waste point. Morning. So there is an exit out to the golf club this side, and what it does, you cross over the road and then there's a pathway takes you up to the golf club itself. So this is our hard standing pitch. I would say it's partly serviced because there's no waste water drain off, but you have got your electric and water. No, I take that back. There is a waste. Just didn't spot it.